Come in.
Oh my God, Gordon! What are you doing?
I'm burning books, Edward. Can't you see?
But why?
These history books are boring me, Edward. Why do I need to know this stuff anyway?
You could donate those books to people who would enjoy them. Why would you burn them?
I'm killing two birds with one stone, Edward. Now I don't have to buy nearly as much firewood. Just look at this. World War I. Who wants to know about World War I?
Very well, Gordon. You leave me no choice but to do this.
Do what?
Let's go.
Good God! What is that?
It's the void, Gordon.
Has it been here all this time?
It's a time travel void. Let's go.
Why does my butler have a time travel machine? Ah! Oof! Where are we?
We're in World War I, Gordon. France, to be exact. 1916. Stand up, it can't hurt us time travelers.
Why would you bring me to a war zone? What are they doing?
Fighting. I presume you never read that book you were just burning, huh?
No, it was a gift.
Well, that makes it worse. Whatever. Very well. Let's start from the beginning.
Where are we now?
Sarajevo. For now, it's part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. This is June 28, 1914. That's Archduke Franz Ferdinand. He's heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne. However, this region has wanted to separate from the empire for several years. See him?
Okay. Who's he?
That's Gavrilo Princip. He's a member of the Serbian nationalist group, the Black Hand. They want to create an independent nation of Yugoslavia, separate from Austria-Hungary.
Oh my God!
Franz Ferdinand and his wife Sophia will die later today. Princip will be arrested for this assassination. Here, Gordon, is the beginning of World War I.
But we were in France. How does an assassination in the Balkans lead to war in France?
Well,
how did you do that?
your butler has a trick or two up his sleeve. Now pay attention. So, after a month of failed negotiations, Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia. Russia, who supported Serbia, joined the war against Austria-Hungary. Germany, who had an alliance with Austria-Hungary, went to war with Russia. France came to Russia's aid.
One thing I know about history is that Britain fought in World War I.
Correct.
Why aren't they on this list?
Good question. In August 1914, Germany invaded Belgium, who wanted to stay neutral and avoid the war. When Germany did this, then Britain declared war on Germany.
It seems that Germany's got a lot of enemies.
By the end of World War I, Germany was at war with Great Britain, Russia, Italy, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, Rhodesia, Romania, Greece, France, Belgium, the United States, Canada, Serbia, India, Portugal, Montenegro, and Poland.
Good heavens!
The three main nations, Great Britain, Russia, and France, together made up an alliance known as the Triple Entente. Against them was Germany, Austria-Hungary, and later the Ottoman Empire. They made up the Central Powers.
So how do we get from this to the trenches? That's a lot of nations.
I thought you didn't like history, Gordon.
I don't. I'm just curious.
Very well. The German army got very close to Paris, but they were stopped. When they were stopped, both sides dug trenches. No one could break through either side's trenches. We call this a stalemate.
It smells terrible.
It was terrifying, too.
Fire!
Those machine guns are ghastly.
Artillery was the main killer.
Really?
World War I was unlike anything that came before. New technology included machine guns, flamethrowers, tanks, airplanes, barbed wire on a massive scale, mass artillery, and poison gas. Come on, let's look at a British trench.
Yuck!
The trenches were rife with disease. They were often flooded. Soldiers got a disease called trench foot all the time. You don't want to know what it is. Trenches were a breeding ground for lice, and as you just saw, rats the size of cats.
This would be a dreadful place to live. I'm getting itchy just thinking about it.
Well, millions of soldiers did just that. One of the worst parts of trench life was the boredom.
Boredom? What's boring about living through a war?
Well, think about it. You're sitting in a trench all day. You're living in a hole. Soldiers would write letters home, listen to music, and smoke cigarettes just to pass the time.
I can't imagine living in these conditions.
Neither can I, Gordon. That's why we must remember this history.
Wait. You said the United States entered the war. Why? How?
Excellent question. There were two primary events that brought the United States into World War I. For most of the war, the United States remained neutral, letting Europe deal with its own problems. However, these events made the United States change their minds. On May the 7th, 1915, the passenger ship Lusitania was sailing from New York, USA to Liverpool, England. The German embassy in the United States warned passengers not to sail on the Lusitania.
Why is that?
For one, the Lusitania was a British ship. Secondly, Germany was practicing unrestricted submarine warfare in the Atlantic Ocean. Basically, they said they could attack any ship they wanted and when they wanted. They suspected the Lusitania was secretly carrying guns from America to Britain. So, they attacked the ship off the coast of Ireland. The Lusitania sank in just 18 minutes. 1,198 people died. Out of those who died, 128 were Americans.
Well, I could see how that would stir outrage.
The second event was really the last straw. In early 1917, 2 years later, the British intercepted a message from Germany to Mexico. Germany wanted Mexico to invade the United States in the event of war. The British told the Americans, and the Americans declared war on Germany. This message is known as the Zimmermann Telegram, named for the German Foreign Secretary who had it sent out.
How did Germany cope after all that?
Not well. In 1918, Germany launched a failed offensive. The Allies, helped by the Americans, pushed Germany back almost to its border. Germany fell into riots, mutiny, and revolution. The Central Powers agreed to a ceasefire, also known as an armistice. The armistice came into effect on November 11, 1918 at 11 a.m.
So the war's over. The Allies won.
Just about, yes. The two sides came together and signed the Treaty of Versailles. This treaty, signed in 1919, had a tremendous impact. It made Germany responsible for the war. It forced restrictions on Germany, such as a reduced army and navy, and no air force. Germany had to pay reparations to the Allies. They didn't finish making these payments off completely until 2010.
I guess World War I had a lot of impacts, didn't it?
It was incredibly important, Gordon. The after effects of World War I and the aftermath of the Treaty of Versailles left many Germans angry and frustrated. This would directly impact the rise of the Nazis and the whole Second World War. But of course, we'll get to that another time.
Well, I believe I was wrong then. Thank you for showing me the value of history, Edward.
You're welcome, Gordon. But you have to stop burning books.
I know, I'm sorry.
Do you know who burned books, Gordon? The Nazis. The literal Nazis burned books.
I won't do it
If
again.
you want to get rid of books, just give them to me and I'll donate them, okay? Just don't burn them. God!
Thank you. I'm sorry. Oh my god, we left the fire going.
Oh no. Come on.
Oh, phew. It's still here.
Good, Gordon. I'm glad to hear it.
I feel terrible. I shouldn't have burned those books.
Perhaps you should read them as well. You may learn a thing or two.
I will, Edward. And I think I'll start with this one right here.
Is there anything else you need, Gordon?
Perhaps a blanket and a cup of tea.
Very well, Gordon.
Thank you, Edward. You're a great butler.
Happy reading.
Goodbye, Edward.
Oh dear.